Welcome, everybody. It's Fiona May from Women on Transition. I'm speaking to my beautiful client, Betina. Betina is from New South Wales or Sydney. So how are you going, Betina?
Great. Thank you. Really good.
So tell me, you've had an amazing journey over the last 12 months. So tell me where you were 12 months ago when you came to our 3-day event.
Well, 12 months ago, I was a right mess. And to the degree that even looking back on some of the footage and videos, I was black in my face. I was dark. I was gray. I was miserable. And I knew I needed to do something. I just didn't know what. So I had been searching for quite some time. My life was a bit of a mess, having left my second husband after 30 plus years due to mental illness with him. And it was really hard for me to make that decision to leave somebody who was sick. So I was really caught up in massive guilt, massive anger that he wasn't taking charge, and really being eaten up with anger and stress over how he was, as the majority shareholder, blocking the sale of the business and preventing me from making moves that I knew needed to be done. I felt trapped.
I can remember you at the 3-day event and you just didn't see a way out, did you? You just didn't even know what, was going to be possible for you in your future.
No, because every time I had come up with a solution, he blocked me. I knew I had to be out of there, but I just didn't know how to get forward. And I'm one of these people who always look inwards. So I already had started to see what is my role in this and what can I do. But I was stumped. I was completely stumped.
So when you went to the 3-day event, what were you hoping to get out of it and what did you actually come away with?
Well, as emotional as I was during the 3-day event, I was already excited, even though I couldn't contain my emotion on the day, because once I had stumbled over the Facebook posts from Women on Transition, I just knew, like straight away, I started reading and reading all the comments, all the posts, and I signed up, and that meant I had access to some of the early videos. I sat with my little notebook and I took notes. Oh God, here's a point, here's a point, here's a point. This applies to me, this applies to me. I said to my daughter in Denmark, I said, I'm doing this. I said, I'm already having some major wake-up calls here, especially with the feminine versus the masculine. It was like, yeah, it was like a ton of bricks. It bit me. And so by the time I got to the 3-day event, I was just like ready to suck in any information that anyone was giving me. And really in my head had already signed up for whatever was going to happen. I just knew I needed this.
So, what did you try in the past? Had you done some self-help or therapy or anything like that? And that wasn't working. Why wasn't it working?
Okay, so 1, I'm a registered nurse. 2, I'm trained in individual, couple, and family therapy. I have gone to massive therapy sessions myself over many, many years and continued to do that whilst my husband was getting sectioned. For the first time, the government gave me a therapist. And the truth is that some of these therapy sessions basically saved my sanity because I was so far out. But as I was coming further away from 2021 when he was sectioned, I could not bear to continuously go to a new therapist or continue with the same, and it's just talk. And sometimes, the bell rings and you have to leave, and you are more traumatized walking out than when you came in because you're halfway through a story or you've just opened up a wound. And I was exhausted. And I knew I couldn't do it again.
Yeah. And when that hadn't worked for you, did you know what you were looking for, or did you just know there was something, but you didn't know what it was that was going to fill in all those pieces of the jigsaw for you?
I guess because I've done a lot of personal development in the past, courses and things, so I knew that if this just ticked some of the boxes, then for whatever reason, this is something that has now fallen into my lap, and I need to do this.
Like I always say, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. And I can't tell you how many clients have told me the same thing about that they feel like they get more traumatized by retelling their story over and over again. And that's why coaching is different to therapy. And the way that we do it is we mix the two. So we're dealing with the psychological issues, we're dealing with the core underlying things holding you back, but we're also coaching you and moving you forward and giving you new tools and skills. So how valuable did you feel that was for you?
I'm a very practical, hands-on person, so I love the homework. I love to somebody give me something and I can feel like I'm achieving. I'm moving forward from one module to the other. And actually, the last therapist I had, when she was new, and on my first session with her, I walked in and I said, okay, so here's the deal. I'm not going to talk nonstop. You're going to set me homework that's going to be appropriate to where you think I'm at. And she was in a quandrum. Homework? Oh, what? Oh, I don't know. And then because I insisted on it, some of the homework that she gave me was so, like, it was ridiculous. So when I had an inkling of how these modules were going to track through across 52 weeks, I thought, there's no way I'm not doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's for me, we got to teach you new tools and skills because you're a smart, switched on businesswoman. You're very successful. You've had your own business. I knew that we needed to educate people in their life and in their relationships and in their masculine and feminine energy and in being able to speak up and communicate and have boundaries because that's what's missing. And no one teaches us that stuff, do they?
No, no one teaches you that. And I think also sometimes we can get so stuck in wanting to point the finger outwards and be angry and blame. Whereas really what we need to move forward, and the course absolutely takes you through that, is this ability to be self-accountable and to review your own actions, and so that you're identifying patterns of behavior and not repeating them.
I'm a very practical person and I know if I want to get from A to B, just like you. It's just like, what do you do in business? From A to B, you've got to have a plan, you've got to have a strategy, you've got to take action, and you will get your result. And that's what I've brought to this space. So that's what I put into the modules. How did you feel that you went through the modules? You were a great student, I must say. We love coaching you. We love helping women become successful and nail in their personal life what they do in their careers and in their business lives. Seeing that work come to fruition and seeing you make the advancements from where you were to where you got to, it just fills our heart. That's exactly why we do.
And I think for me, as I said, it was exciting to open the next module and to see that excitement stayed with me right through to module 52. Some of the modules are tough. They're not easy, but I don't want them to be easy. I want my buttons pushed. I want to be learning. And that consequently cannot be easy. It cannot be simple. I love the structure of the whole thing. I thought it was just really great.
Excellent. Betina, tell me what your future looks like now after going through this amazing journey over the last 12 months, being challenged, learning and growing and getting this whole new mindset and whole new skill set. What does your future look like now compared to what I would have done if you didn't find us?
Potentially, I think I would have gone forward and continued to be more unhealthy and lose, because I was well on my way to becoming very, very sick. I feel I've been able to stop that in my tracks. So I've stopped that. I think if I didn't do this, I would have been eaten up by anger and resentment and guilt. But now I really feel at peace. I feel a really good, vibrant energy. I feel 100%. I've always been okay to be on my own because I basically have been for decades. But I'm loving in my own space here and doing the things for myself. I have traveled basically nonstop for the last 5 months. I'm actually looking forward to an exciting 2026 and seeing what's next.
I'm excited too because I've already watched. You've been to Denmark, you've been on the Viking ship, you've been to all the things that you came to with us. Have been to Bali, you did go on the cruise, you got a new group of girlfriends. How incremental has that been as part of this journey? Because I think it's really important to surround ourselves with positive, inspiring women on as we move forward. So how have you found that part of the program?
So this is a complete game changer for me because in my working life and to a degree in my private life, I surround myself by men. I think men is just so much easier. So to suddenly be in a room full of women for the 3 day and to have this group of women, I'm thinking, oh God, Betina, this is not you. How are you going to get on here? But I've totally loved it and really feel seen and heard and understood and supported by so many, which I, in my wildest dreams, had never thought could be. And the fact that you can just pick up a phone or text to any of these women and if you've got a situation and they'll just respond, as will I to them if they contact me. It's really incredible. And I think that will continue for life.
I've loved that too. I was exactly like you, very much in my masculine, very much just a driver, being successful in business. And I really didn't have the girlfriends and the support system that I needed to be able to be in my feminine. And something that we think is very important that we make happen in the program. Did you like the activities and going to Bali and doing all those things that pushed you outside your comfort zone?
It certainly did push me outside of my comfort zone. I mean, I am used to travel, but I travel to Denmark because that's where my kids are. But to go to Bali and to do all those things, at first I'm like, oh, why? I was really excited, not just for myself, but to see everybody really blossom into their life spirit, their life adventure. And that knowing that once you've done it once, but under the care of a group, now it gives you that confidence that you can go out and do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, that's what's needed. You cannot do this sort of thing in a module or writing it down. This has to be hands-on. This type of energy, drive, feeling positive and secure in yourself that you just can do. And I think it's crucial.
I just was talking to a lady this morning and I said to her, doing a bit of healing or reading a book or doing therapy is one thing, but actually resetting your life. And that's what we do over the 12 months. We reset your life. We give you new tools and skills. We give you a new support system and the confidence really to step into your power, own your decision making, and have a big vision of what's possible for you. That takes us working with you and implementing over and over and over again. So it just becomes second nature. And that's what I was explaining to her this morning. I don't know anything like it in the whole world, and I think the results of seeing your lives transform and then being able to consistently live from that place and have these amazing lives. Your group's had a bit of a challenge. One of the group members has become ill, but the support that I see you girls giving that's the friendships that we always would have wanted, isn't it? You know, for me, it's like, it's those girlfriends around you who actually see you and see your soul and love you for being just you. That's priceless, isn't it?
It is absolutely priceless. And I know that we all feel that way and we're really, really well connected. And actually, you said something about the repeat of certain things, because if you were just doing a short course, you know, it's very easy. It just sinks in while you're doing it. And then when you're finished, it's gone. But because of the duration of the course and continuation of the same type of messages, it never leaves. Like every day I wake up and I think, oh, like, and I'm resetting my thinking or into a positive reframing. And yeah, it's really valuable. Yes.
And did you like the coaching? Did you like the structure and the way that we did things?
I love the coaching and I like the strategy of how you did things. What I was surprised at was that I had no idea that it could have been so personal that every week one of you to turn up. I was not expecting that to be on such a personal level where I feel hands-on with you and Sandra. So that was a surprise to me as well. So consequently, I think you end up feeling like you are actually being by the coaches. This is not fake to get money and then hand you over to somebody else, right? This is actually what you see is what you get, right? And the two of you are, of course, what you see is what you get, which is what I love. You are down to earth, honest and open women.
That's the way. We would never do it any other way, because for us, we're all about getting you the results, and you've invested your time, your money, your energy into the program. We want to make sure you're successful. We'd never do it any other way. I just want to congratulate you and tell you how proud we are of you and how happy I am. Like I said to you off camera, I went back and I looked at your video before you started, and hats off to you, girlfriend. You are at a very, very different place, and that broken woman who was sad and crying and wondering what her life was going to look like, what you have achieved over this last 12 months, getting your settlement done, getting your business sold, getting financially free, and now ready to rock and roll and have this amazing, wonderful life that you're going to have. Just feel so proud of you. So well done.
I feel actually like a superwoman. I have achieved so much in 12 months, and it's just amazing. And yeah, I've loved every minute of it.
Excellent. Well, you're a graduate now. Look forward to watching your next part of your journey. I really believe, Betina, that you have got everything you need to create your beautiful new life. And I know that you want a beautiful new partner. I have no doubt in my heart that you are going to have the most magnificent relationship with a magnificent man. So, you know,
I have been testing the waters, so it's next on the list.
so you're going to nail it as well. I know that because you've done your work, and I know that puts you in 4 to 5% of the population. And I know that there's magnificent men out there looking for women who have done their work, and you deserve results when you put in that effort. You've done 12 months of hard work, but you've set yourself up for the rest of your life. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
See you soon. Look forward to watching your journey.
Cheers. Thanks, Vera.